Think pickup trucks only lose value the moment you drive them off the lot? Not always. In 2026, a handful of trucks are doing the exact opposite, holding strong or even gaining value while others collapse. We're talking about models with limited production, proven engines, and massive real-world demand, the kind of trucks buyers are actively hunting for, even at higher prices. Today, we're counting down 12 pickup trucks that are getting more valuable in 2026, based on real resale data, market trends, and what buyers actually want right now. Let's get into it. 1. Toyota Tacoma. If there's one truck that continues to dominate resale value year after year, it's the Toyota Tacoma, and in 2026, that reputation is stronger than ever. The latest 4th generation Tacoma isn't just selling fast, it's becoming one of the fastest moving vehicles in the entire US market. Many units are leaving dealer lots in days, not weeks. And when demand moves that fast, prices don't drop, they hold firm. Current projections show the Tacoma retaining around 63% of its value after 5 years, which is exceptional in today's market. For context, most trucks struggle to stay above 50%. That gap is exactly why buyers are willing to pay more up front, because they know they'll get it back later. A big driver behind this demand is the new iForce Max hybrid powertrain. It delivers more torque, better fuel efficiency, and strong towing capability, all in one package. But here's the catch: supply hasn't caught up yet, and whenever supply is tight, resale value climbs. There's also the reliability factor. Tacoma has built a reputation over decades for durability, low maintenance costs, and strong long-term ownership satisfaction. That reputation directly translates into higher resale prices. In simple terms, this isn't just a truck, it's a safe financial move. And in a market where most vehicles are losing value fast, the Tacoma proves that the right truck can still hold its ground. 2. Toyota Tundra, 2014 to 2021 V8 models. Right after a truck like the Tacoma dominates the modern market, something interesting happens. Buyers start looking backward, and that's exactly what's happening with the older Toyota Tundra V8 models. From 2014 to 2021, the Tundra came with Toyota's legendary 5.7-liter iForce V8. No turbos, no hybrid system, no complicated electronics, just a naturally aspirated engine known for one thing: long-term durability. And in today's market, that simplicity has become incredibly valuable. Here's the shift: as newer trucks move towards smaller turbocharged engines and hybrid systems, a growing number of buyers are actively searching for older proven powertrains, and the Tundra V8 sits right at the top of that list. Low mileage examples are now selling at premium prices, often much higher than expected for trucks of this age. Some clean units are even approaching their original MSRP, which is almost unheard of in the truck market. Why? Because buyers trust it. This engine has a reputation for going 200,000 to 300,000 miles with basic maintenance. That kind of reliability isn't theoretical, it's been proven over time. There's also a supply problem. Toyota discontinued the V8 when the new generation launched. That means no new units are entering the market. And when supply is fixed but demand keeps rising, prices follow. For many buyers, this isn't just nostalgia. It's a calculated decision. They're choosing proven reliability over modern complexity. And in 2026, that decision is paying off, making the V8 Tundra one of the few trucks quietly gaining value instead of losing it. 3. Ford F-150 Raptor R, now shifting from reliability-driven demand to pure performance, the kind of truck that doesn't just hold value, it attracts collectors. The Ford F-150 Raptor R is in a completely different league. Under the hood, it packs a supercharged 5.2-liter V8, pushing out over 700 horsepower. But here's what really matters: this isn't just power, it's scarcity plus emotion plus timing. In 2026, trucks like this are becoming rare. The industry is rapidly moving towards smaller engines, hybrids, and electrification. That makes the Raptor R one of the last true V8 performance trucks, and buyers know it. With a base price now exceeding $120,000, you'd expect heavy depreciation, but that's not what's happening. Clean, low-mileage Raptor R units are holding incredibly strong, and in some cases even trading above MSRP in private sales and enthusiast circles. Why? Because this isn't just a truck anymore. It's a future collectible, Ford has also kept production relatively limited compared to standard F-150 models. That controlled supply, combined with extremely high demand, creates a perfect environment for value retention. And then there's the emotional factor. Buyers aren't just purchasing utility, they're buying the last of an era, a supercharged V8 in a world that's quickly leaving that behind. That combination, performance, rarity, and timing, is exactly what pushes vehicles into appreciation territory, and the Raptor R is already showing early signs of becoming one of those trucks. For Ford Maverick Hybrid, after something as extreme as the Raptor R, the next truck proves a completely different point. You don't need 700 horsepower to hold value. Sometimes being practical is even more powerful. The Ford Maverick Hybrid is one of the biggest surprises in the entire truck market. With a starting price under $30,000 and fuel economy pushing around 40 miles per gallon, it created something rare. A truck that's both affordable and incredibly efficient, and that combination triggered massive demand. In 2026, the Maverick Hybrid is still dealing with long wait lists and limited supply. Many buyers simply can't get one at MSRP, and because of that, used models, even with miles on them, are often selling for equal to or even above their original price. Let that sink in. A used truck selling for more than new. That almost never happens in today's market. The reason is simple. There's nothing else like it. No other pickup offers this level of fuel efficiency, practicality, and affordability in one package. It's filling a gap that other automakers still haven't caught up to. And when a vehicle becomes the only real option in its category, its value becomes extremely stable. The Maverick Hybrid isn't about status or performance. It's about real-world usability. And right now, that's exactly what buyers are chasing. Which is why, in a market full of depreciating trucks, this small hybrid pickup is quietly doing the opposite, holding strong and in some cases even climbing. 5. Ram 1500 TRX Final Edition. If the Raptor R represents the present of high-performance trucks, the Ram TRX represents something even more powerful, the end of an era. Powered by a supercharged 6.2-liter Hellcat V8, the TRX delivers over 700 horsepower. But in 2026, that's not the headline anymore. The real story is this: it's gone. Ram has officially replaced it with the 6-cylinder RHO, and that single decision changed everything for TRX values overnight, because once a vehicle like this gets discontinued, especially with a legendary engine, the market shifts from used truck to collector asset, and that's exactly what's happening right now. Clean, low-mileage TRX models, especially final edition units, are already trading at six-figure prices in enthusiast markets. Some are holding close to original MSRP, while rare configurations are creeping even higher depending on mileage and condition. Why? Because buyers understand what they're looking at. This is one of the last supercharged V8 trucks ever built. No hybrid assist, no downsized turbo engines, just raw, unapologetic performance. There's also limited supply. Production numbers were never massive, and now that it's discontinued, that supply is locked. Meanwhile, demand is growing, especially among collectors who missed out the first time. Emotion plays a huge role here. This isn't just transportation, it's nostalgia in real time. And in a market shifting away from big engines, the TRX has become something rare, desirable, and increasingly valuable. 6. Chevrolet Silverado 2500 HD 2015 to 2019 Duramax. After performance icons, the next truck shows a completely different path to value. Workhorse reliability that buyers trust more than newer tech. The 2015 to 2019 Silverado 2500 HD, equipped with the Duramax diesel engine, has quietly become one of the most sought-after heavy-duty trucks in the used market. And it's not because it's flashy, it's because it's proven. These models came with the LML and early L5P Duramax engines, known for strong towing capability and long-term durability. Contractors, fleet buyers, and heavy haulers actively look for these specific years, and they're willing to pay a premium to get them. Here's the key reason: modern heavy-duty trucks have become extremely complex. New emission systems, advanced electronics, and expensive repair risks have made some buyers cautious. So instead of going newer, many are going back to what works. That shift is driving demand up for these older Duramax trucks. Clean, well-maintained units are holding value exceptionally well, and in some cases appreciating compared to typical depreciation curves. There's also a supply constraint. Many of these trucks are being held long-term by owners who rely on them for work. That reduces availability in the used market, which pushes prices higher for the few that do get listed. For buyers who need reliability over luxury, this generation hits the sweet spot. And in 2026, that balance of proven performance and lower complexity is turning these trucks into high-demand, high-value assets in the diesel market. 7. Jeep Gladiator, Rubicon/Mojave. After heavy-duty workhorses, the next truck proves something different. Uniqueness alone can protect value. The Jeep Gladiator, especially in Rubicon and Mojave trims, isn't trying to compete with traditional pickups. It's playing its own game, and in 2026, that niche is exactly what's helping it hold strong resale value. Here's the reality. There is no other truck in America that offers removable doors, a fold-down windshield, and true off-road capability in a pickup format. It's essentially a Wrangler with a bed, and that identity makes it irreplaceable. Because of that, these trims are consistently retaining around 55% or more of their value, which is impressive for a mid-sized truck in today's market. Buyers who want this kind of experience don't have alternatives, so demand stays stable. The Rubicon brings serious off-road hardware like locking differentials and disconnecting sway bars. The Mojave focuses on high-speed desert performance. Either way, these are purpose-built machines, not general use trucks, and that's exactly why they hold value. They're not competing on fuel economy or towing, they're competing on experience. There's also strong brand loyalty. Jeep buyers tend to stick with the brand, and that creates a consistent used market demand. Add in customization culture, lift kits, tires, overlanding builds, and these trucks become even more desirable over time. In a market where most vehicles compete on specs, the Gladiator competes on identity, and in 2026, that identity is strong enough to keep its value firmly in place. 8. GMC Sierra 1500 Denali Ultimate. Now shifting from off-road identity to pure luxury, the kind of truck that's redefining what a pickup can be. The GMC Sierra 1500 Denali Ultimate isn't just a truck, it's positioned as a luxury flagship, blending premium SUV-level comfort with full-size pickup capability. And surprisingly, that combination is holding its value extremely well in 2026. These trucks regularly push into the $80,000 to $90,000 price range, yet they continue to maintain some of the highest trade-in values in the light-duty segment. That's not typical for luxury vehicles, but the Sierra Denali Ultimate isn't a typical luxury product. The key reason is its target audience. Buyers in this segment aren't just looking for utilities, they want comfort, status, and technology in one package. And there are fewer alternatives than you might think. Inside, you get real wood trim, massaging seats, premium sound systems, and advanced driver assist features. It's closer to a luxury SUV than a traditional truck, and that's exactly why it appeals to high-end buyers who are less sensitive to depreciation. There's also brand positioning. GMC markets itself as a premium alternative to Chevrolet, and that perception helps maintain stronger resale values across higher trims. Additionally, these trucks are often well maintained and lower mileage, which further supports higher resale pricing in the used market. In simple terms, this is a truck for buyers who want everything and are willing to pay for it. And in 2026, that demand is strong enough to keep values higher than most people expect. 9. Ford Ranger Raptor. After full-size luxury and niche off-roaders, the market is shifting in a new direction, downsizing without sacrificing capability, and that's exactly where the Ford Ranger Raptor fits in. In 2026, rising truck prices have pushed many buyers out of the full-size segment, but instead of giving up performance or off-road ability, they're moving to mid-sized trucks like the Ranger Raptor, and demand is surging because of it. This truck delivers serious capability with a twin-turbocharged V6, advanced suspension, and factory-tuned off-road performance. It's not just a smaller truck, it's a purpose-built machine that brings Raptor DNA into a more accessible package. Here's where things get interesting. Supply is still limited, dealer lots aren't flooded with Ranger Raptors, and when availability is tight, resale values stay strong. Early market data shows these trucks holding close to 60% of their value within the first couple of years, which is extremely strong for a performance-oriented pickup. There's also a shift in buyer mindset. Many don't need a massive truck anymore. They They want something easier to drive, easier to park, but still capable when needed. The Ranger Raptor hits that balance perfectly, and because there aren't many direct competitors offering the same level of performance in this size, demand stays concentrated in a market where bigger isn't always better anymore. The Ranger Raptor is proving that the right size plus right capability can be just as valuable, if not more. 10 Ram 2500 Power Wagon now stepping into a completely different category. Heavy-duty trucks that are built for extreme conditions right out of the factory. The Ram 2500 Power Wagon isn't just a work truck, it's a factory-built off-road weapon. And in 2026, that ready-to-go capability is exactly what's driving its value higher. Unlike most trucks that require thousands of dollars in aftermarket upgrades, the Power Wagon comes equipped with serious hardware straight from the factory. We're talking front and rear locking differentials, a disconnecting sway bar, and a factory-installed winch. That makes it incredibly appealing to overlanding enthusiasts and off-road buyers, especially in regions like the western US, where terrain demands real capability. And here's the key factor: building a truck like this, aftermarket can easily cost $10,000 to $20,000 or more. So when buyers find a Power Wagon that already has everything installed and backed by factory engineering, they're willing to pay a premium. There's also limited competition. Very few heavy-duty trucks offer this level of off-road capability straight from the factory, which keeps demand focused and strong. Additionally, these trucks tend to hold their identity well over time. They're not chasing trends, they're built for a specific purpose, and that purpose doesn't change. In 2026, the Power Wagon isn't just holding value because it's a Ram. It's holding value because it replaces thousands of dollars in upgrades and delivers capability you can't easily replicate, and that makes it one of the most desirable heavy-duty trucks on the used market right now. 11. Nissan Frontier PR04X. After seeing performance trucks and heavy-duty off-roaders dominate value, the next truck proves something even simpler. Sometimes less technology equals more demand. The Nissan Frontier PR04X has quietly built a strong position in 2026, and the reason comes down to one key factor: simplicity. While most competitors have moved towards smaller turbocharged engines, the Frontier sticks with a naturally aspirated V6, no turbos, no hybrid systems, just a straightforward proven powertrain that many buyers trust more for long-term ownership. And in today's market, that's becoming rare. There's a growing group of buyers actively avoiding complex engines and expensive electronics. They're looking for something dependable, easy to maintain, and predictable. And the Frontier delivers exactly that. The PR04X trim adds real off-road capability, including upgraded suspension, skid plates, and all-terrain hardware, so it's not just simple, it's also capable. Because of this, resale values are holding stronger than expected. While many mid-sized trucks see steady depreciation, the Frontier Pro 4X maintains a loyal demand base that keeps prices stable. It's not the flashiest truck, it's not the most advanced, but that's exactly the point. In a market full of complexity, the Frontier stands out by staying simple, and in 2026, that simplicity is turning into real value. 12. Chevrolet Silverado ZR 2 AEV Bison. And finally, the last truck on this list brings together everything that drives value in today's market: rarity, capability, and factory-backed exclusivity. The Chevrolet Silverado ZR 2 AEV Bison isn't just another trim level, it's a specialized collaboration with American Expedition Vehicles, designed for serious off-road performance straight from the factory. This truck comes equipped with features you normally only see in heavily modified builds: stamped steel bumpers, heavy-duty skid plates, upgraded suspension components, and unique off-road tuning. And all of it is engineered and installed at the factory level. That last part matters, because buyers trust factory-built capability far more than aftermarket modifications. It's fully integrated, warranty-backed, and designed to work as a complete system. In 2026, these trucks are also relatively limited in availability. Not every dealer has them, and not every buyer knows where to find one. That limited exposure combined with high capability keeps demand strong among enthusiasts. There's also a growing trend toward turnkey off-road trucks, vehicles that don't require additional spending after purchase, and the Bison fits that perfectly. When buyers compare the cost of building a similar truck themselves, the value becomes clear, and that's why, even at a high price point, the Silverado ZR 2 AEV Bison is holding its value better than expected, and in some cases becoming even more desirable over time. So here's the reality: not every truck is losing money in 2026. While some models are dropping tens of thousands in value, the trucks on this list are doing the opposite. They're holding strong, and in some cases becoming even more valuable. And the pattern is clear: the trucks that win are the ones with limited supply, proven engines, strong demand, or something truly unique that the market can't easily replace. If you're thinking about buying a truck right now, this matters more than ever, because the difference between the right truck and the wrong one can easily be $20,000 to $40,000 over just a few years. If you found this helpful, make sure you subscribe, because the next video breaks down pickup trucks that are losing value the fastest in 2026, and some of them might surprise you, and that's one list you don't want to be on.